Hi guys, I'm Hex Trojan and you are watching Gaming Hexer. I just want to give you a quick update here. Basically, since I have last recorded, I did try and record another episode and basically have had about, I'd say about an hour and 10 minutes in this world that you're not going to see because I made a mistake with my recording, and I do apologise, but the sound wasn't good enough and I didn't think anyone would really enjoy trying to hear me say stuff basically that they couldn't hear. So I'll do a quick review of what I've done. Obviously I've made some adjustments, some changes to the miner. It now has a connector. This platform now has a connector also, which is connected to the refinery underneath there. So it sort of streamlines the whole mining process and I don't actually have to keep getting out and putting stuff into my inventory and then into a cargo container. It's just all going to happen for me automatically now. I don't know how that got there. There we go, problem solved. I also put a camera in my base here, which is watching this area, because I intend eventually to have this whole area closed off. Maybe have some sort of windows up here, some viewing area. I had an antenna put in, so that has about a 10,000 meter range, so that when I do go out and try and get cargo ships and stuff, that I don't have to worry about finding my way back. And I have been getting turned around a few times when I go out in the miner, and not being able to find my way back to the right asteroid, which is silly, I know, but that's just how I've been. There was one other thing. Oh, I also put an antenna on here as well, so that when I am away mining my base, I can do cool little things like viewing the camera from wherever I am. That has about a 5,000 meter radius, I believe, maybe a bit less. So anything further than that and I will not be able to communicate with the base. Sorry, I was a bit distracted there. I thought I'd seen something twinkling off in the distance there. I thought I saw it again. Yeah, I do see something twinkling off in the distance. I just want to go see what it is, just out of curiosity. There it is. I did see something, look at that. It's funny that I could see that from all the way up. A small thing like that. Oh, it's a big bit of iron. Oh, that was a bit odd that I could see that. But anyway, moving on swiftly. What I want to do here now is I want to do a bit of mining, get some uranium, some iron, and I did realise in the last episode that you will not see silicon, cobalt, nickel, very important if I want to get things like motors up and running, and the silicon for things like computer components. I think the gold as well is important, so I might try and get a bit of gold as well. But otherwise, I believe this over here is cobalt. I could be wrong, but I do know that there is a huge cobalt deposit on, I believe, that asteroid once I get inside. I do love them meteors. I think they look awesome. So and the whole point will be to just flesh out this landing pad here and get some character into this station. So moving on. I have hotkeyed the lock like that so I can get on and off of it. As you can see now, I'm not connected to the connector. It does have a magnetic pole on it which will keep me there. See, like that. But I can pull away from it if I want, I believe, somehow. There we go. But it's handy because if you just want to fly up to it, you just get close enough and it'll just sort of pull you in, which is handy. I don't entirely know why right now it's not pulling me in. There we go. So that's good. There we go. It's a bit hard to get off of it actually. I may need to put an extra thruster on there to help me do that. So let me see. I don't believe I have any resources on board because that connector should have sucked them away, but we're going to double check anyway. No, connector empty, drills empty, just my reactors have uranium. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to do actually. I wanted to try and retrofit. Oh, just turn my engines off. This, because I noticed that a lot of materials are getting away from me with this miner. So what? With this connector here, I might try and put a collector in the middle here. I don't believe it's going to block my view too much, but I think it'd just be handy to have it there because I'll be able to get that much more material that is getting away from me. So I might actually do that now and give us something to do. I might just outright build the materials I need to go into my see, my assembler is already full of stuff, and for some reason things were getting moved back into my assembler. I couldn't explain why exactly. See, now it all just filled back into my assembler again. Now I don't know why that is, because that will make it difficult for me now. When I do like this, if I click on right, that's why. Maybe it's because I was on disassembling. Go to assembling, inventory, right, maybe now it won't drag them down anymore. When you click on the disassemble tab, it starts pulling in components. I see, that's what happened now. For some reason I have iron and platinum in my inventory there, so we're just going to throw them in there. And we're going to go to our production, assemble small blocks I believe. What were we going to build? Small blocks. And we want... what's that? Ooh, a button. Right, will it let me build a collector? There we go, so we need gold, silicon, nickel. Do I not have enough nickel? The nickel must be for the motors. I am definitely going to have to build a refinery at some point. You see now it's... because otherwise it will stop when it gets to the motors. And that's not cool. I think what I might do is have like a bit that comes out up here, and it will be like a command control area. Maybe like a dome-ish, as dome-ish as I can get with the blocky blocks that we have. Oh, while I'm here, let me show you my remotely accessible camera that I have in the base. So, okay, to bring up your menu, and I bring this down and go to mining outpost, and there's my camera there, and I go to view, and there it is. And because I'm obviously in my ship, I can't control my ship when I'm in the camera view, but that's why you can see the iron, uranium, silicon, silver, platinum. That's why you can see all the deposits there, because I am actually in the ship. It would be cool if these panels were functional and gave actually some kind of readings. I could have checked from the ship there, because I have the antenna, how things are coming along here with regards to refining. But I'm just going to go over here. So here's the nickel. We have a lot of it. It seems to want to... Well, we have loads of nickel. So it should be dragging that. Oh, it has. Oh. Oh, good. So we can build our collector then. Right, here's the deal. I'm not sure how the collector is going to connect. I could have it kind of like connected via these drills, or I could use this connection here, or I could throw a conveyor in here somewhere and have it come out to around the front. So I'm going to see how the components go together. So let's have a look. Collector. So if I do that, I can see it has a small connection on the back there, so technically I could put it there on that, but I can't. So it's going to have to go low, which isn't really good. So what I need to do is come away from here, like so. No, I don't want that one. Let's try again. Right. It's going to be messing me around. It's a big thing. Right, so I'll have to do this again. Basically what it is, it's centering on one of those blocks, and I want it to be in the middle of them. So if I put that there temporarily, then I can put it in the middle, and then I can remove that. You can get modded items on the workshop that allow you to put things off-centered to avoid having to place blocks down just for the purpose of construction, just to remove them. So if that made any sense, I have to go underneath it to get to it. Yeah, lovely. Right, let's see. It's going to look a bit bulky. I don't know if it's really good enough. But we'll see. Right, I'm missing a steel plate. See what it looks like. Well, it's not too bad actually. Good. I just hope it's not sticking out the front. No, it's not. Well, that's good then. Let's see if I can remember what I need for the connections for the conveyor tubes for a small ship. So what I do need is steel plates, I believe. Go to my cargo container. Hello, there you are. So let me get 10 of those. I believe I need small steel tube. Let's put these things together. Don't know why they've all been separated. I'm going to need a motor, I believe. I may even need a couple more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Computer, I don't think so. Bulletproof glass. Sorry, just playing with my sound settings there for a moment. Right, let's see, where was I? Steel plate, bulletproof glass, motors, a small steel tube was what it was. There we go. I think that's what I need. I'm not sure about the amounts, but I'm pretty sure that's what I need to make the connection. That's a conveyor tube, but I want the small one for the small ship, which is there. I might even actually just put a conveyor there. No, I'll do a small conveyor tube. No, so it's only small steel tube and bulletproof glass.
Meteor storm inbound.
Nice into no. Interior plate. Okay. I didn't think I needed that, but okay. Right, just need the construction component. So I was well off base about what I needed, but seems we're doing a lot of refining at the moment. That's going to be very resource hungry on our reactor. So let's get some uranium here. Right, that collector should help us suck up some of them materials. I don't know if it's getting any. I haven't seen anything floating away yet. Well, I think it's a good sign that we haven't seen any of the ore floating away yet, so the collector must be doing at least a half decent job. Rightio. Let's go check out some gold. I thought I saw some gold around here somewhere. Where was it? Down here possibly. Oops, spinny. There we go. There's loads down there I can see, but I thought I saw some near the platform here. It might have even been in here. There it is. The vein that runs along the back of our base there, our mining outpost. So our connector has started collecting some resources. I don't know if it's because this is full. Okay. So it looks like all the way up to 6 has resources, so I can see number 6 is full, number 5 isn't, number 4 isn't, number 3 is almost full, but I still have number 2 and number 1. So there's still a few bit of space there. See that the collector is just moving stuff straight into the connector. I was hoping that from the connector it would get moved to one of these cargo containers, but that's not massively important. It's just that I believe the connector doesn't have a huge inventory space, but that's fine. Yeah, it looks like it has taken all of that. We go to connector, and it will be this one here. You see it's empty there. See, this connector is a lot larger. It has 80,000 volume, and this one has only 11,520, so that must be the one on my smaller ship. And also it's white, so that means it's the one that I'm currently local to, which will be the ship, and the attached station will be shown up as orange. Right, who fancies going after a mining carriage? Let's see what I've got on me. That's only a few things, doesn't matter if we get mullered. I should see soon enough if there's guns on it. I can't remember all the different cargo ships, what they have. I can't see any lasers right now. I think that's a good... oh no, yes I can now. Yes I can, they're all facing to the rear. They're going to lock onto me any second now. Here we go. Find somewhere where they can't see me. There. No, that one sees me. It's gonna get me, it's gonna get me. Here we go. Seems to be safe here. For now. Oh, I believe there's one right there. I need to find a way of accessing. Why that one's not seeing me? What speed am I going? .8 meters a second. Wonder when it is they will see me. Start shooting at me. Right, we're going to try and... I don't know why I'm whispering for. I believe there's a doorway here. We might be in luck. If we get this now, we'll be laughing. Obviously, it's not our ship, which means we'll have access denied. See, so what we need to do is break it down to the point of that blue line, which is right on top of the red line. It's hard to see. And once I get rid of that, down below that blue line, that means I've removed the computer part component of the build, and I can stop right there and start rebuilding it again. And it will add the computer part back in, but I will then be the owner, and that is hacking. So there we go. If I try to rebuild it, you don't have to rebuild it, but I don't see why not. It's nice to have a door. And I can now open it. Now we do the same with this terminal, except as you can see the blue line quite clearly now, that it's just below the red line there. That's red line, blue line, that's the computer component. Now if I rebuild it, add the computer component back in, now I own that cockpit. which means I can now fly this ship. But anything that has a computer component, I will not have access to. So you'll notice that the... Let me try and get a good view on it. Right. All the turrets shouldn't be belonging to me, which means they will still open fire on me, which means if I go to my base and they've got anything floating around over there that belongs to me, that'll be open and fired on as well. So if I go to K, you can see all these: access denied, access denied, access denied. Funnily enough, the reactors, this is unknown. Unknown, unknown. Alright, control station me. That's the door. And apparently interior lights and that don't have computers and landing gear, so I don't need to worry about them. However, the cargo containers that will have loads of lovely stuff in them don't belong to me, and I'll need to remedy that. So the way to do it is, because I have access to the control panel, even though I don't own the reactors and that, I should be able to shut everything down. So we're going to go white. But first of all, turn the dampeners on so we don't float any further away from our base. That's fine. I'm going to turn around just so we're heading in the right direction. These turrets will come in quite handy. Well, it does look like they are interior turrets put on the outside of the ship, which is quite clever really. I do think the Gatling turrets that were on the original design of this ship were very overkill, very overpowered. Right, so we're just going to drift. 70 is probably a bit too fast. Let's come down. Is fine. Just hope we don't bang into anything. Right, I was going to turn off my power. There we go. In fact, turn it back on. Dampeners. Let's come to a complete stop. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off my power. I'm going to hop out. Luckily I left the door open, otherwise I have to turn the power back on. I'm going to go to, turn my dampeners back on. Each one of these turrets. And I'm going to break it down. Build it back up again. Hopefully I'm not here for too long, because I am feeling very exposed. Right, here's another one here. They're not connected to anything as far as I can see. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Right. he going to hit me? Gosh darn it. Let's get out of here. God damn it. Let me in. I hate this fucking chair. There we go. Right, wire power on, let's go. Jesus. I didn't damage too much.
Meteor storm inbound.
See how it's opening fire. I turn it so it can't see. I see. I've lost a thruster. Right. Let me try and land this bad boy so it doesn't go anywhere. I have to figure out which one belongs to me and which one doesn't. So there's two. So if I click the 4 that I do own and get them to show me where their ones are. Ah, I don't own the antenna. And the power's off.
Ship fuel critical.
Yeah, okay. Not a problem. Let's crack on. Oh, I guess the way to tell it'll be the one that's access denied. So let's find it. This one. Rightio.
Meteor storm inbound. There we go, that's the last one.
Now what I need to do is... What is this? Nuclear reactor, right. All I'm doing is I'm making the components mine so that I can access them. As you can see, there's only just under 2 uranium in that particular small reactor, and it's only showing me the inventories of stuff that I have converted over to being mine. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 large cargo containers, and hopefully they all have some nice little treats in there for me. So what I'll do is I'm just going to make these all mine, and we're going to see what resources we manage to get from this, and I think then I'm going to call it a day for this episode. Seems we managed to catch a nice ship there that we can really do some damage with. Now it's going to give us the ability to build some turrets for around our base, and I think if we can get some turrets up and running around our base, that'll be very handy, especially if I do want to extend out into an area where maybe I might be at risk to meteor storms, so that would really help. What I'll do is I'll just go to anything that we've already made ours, and we'll should be able to see all the inventories now. So we've got a lot, an awful lot, and we've got uranium ore as well, so there'll be more power. So 2, 1, 3 and 4, so that's all the cargo containers. Quite pleased with that. We got iron, cobalt. Cobalt was very hard to come by. I've been finding it hard. Nickel, magnesium. Magnesium we need for making munitions and what have you. Ordnance. Silicon, or very good for computers. We'll have loads of that. Very pleased. And of course we have the NATO magazine, and a lot of them in each one actually, which is very good. And of course we could have a I believe we can have a conveyor set up. Let me double check that actually. If I click on one of the interior turrets, I'm going to get it to off to target. Because they will just keep opening fire. Let's bring it down. I'll leave it for now because I'll have to do them all individually. If I go to interior turrets there, and let's see if that's got all of them. It has. I can do that from here, so bring them down to 400. or 350, 400 there. Don't target meteors because they're no danger to me right now. Target moving objects, no, because I don't want to start opening fire on things I don't want them to. And target missiles, no, because that's not a threat to me at the moment. Right. So there's a small cargo container somewhere, and there's another small reactor that I haven't discovered. Another flight seat. Gravity generator, gyroscopes, yeah, I figured as much of them. Mining carriage, that is the beacon, possibly, or one of the antennas. Battery access. Battery 2 access denied. And that must be the other antenna, so that's an antenna and that's an antenna.
Meteor storm inbound.
Is this one of the cargo containers? This is a nuclear reactor. It's probably pointless doing this now. I don't like the fact that it doesn't belong to me, so I want to change it. And I also want to find where these cargo containers are. I wonder why the gravity generator is facing that way. It's an odd place to have a gravity generator. What would they be using it for? This looks like a funnel. So maybe you'd have that underneath the area. I get it now. You'd have this above the area that you're mining, and it would suck all the loose stuff up. Cool, that's clever. Well, why didn't I think of that before? Why didn't I even realise that before? I must look pretty stupid right about now. But anyway, I said once we found out the resources that were available on here that we'd call it a day, and I think I will leave it there for now. I'm quite pleased with that. We have a nice big ship. We can do what we please with it in the next episode, whether we want to grind it down and maybe see if we can fly up to our station somehow, if we can fit down there and get these connectors lined up. That would be good. Oh, there you are, little cargo container. So let's quickly just check this one, and then if you liked, please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thank you.